pregame show on KOFO. Game time is next.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Lady Braves softball, live from the KCAC postseason tournament in Great Bend. Being brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper, Subway, Ransom Memorial Health, Wise Guys Construction, Ottawa University, and Arvest Bank. Now let's return to the field and join KOFO's Casey Weeder for Ottawa University Lady Braves softball.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Great Bend as the Lady Braves are one win away from getting to the KCAC Championship Series, but they're going to have to do it against the team that beat them yesterday evening by the score of 9-1, and that's Oklahoma Wesleyan University. I'm Casey Weeder, joined by Matt Kincaid. Matt had a chance to be here last night, called that game together. Just seemed like Oklahoma Wesleyan had all the energy yesterday evening.
They really did. They came out in the first inning and put 5 runs up, and it really just sucked the life out of the Braves team. That coupled with having played an earlier game against a tougher than expected, probably McPherson Bulldog team. Plus, last night it was chilly. It was a cool night and just couldn't get the energy back up.
And kind of a unique situation here. Oklahoma Wesleyan played at 3 o'clock this afternoon, lost to Tabor in a very tight 2-0 game. Had some opportunities late in that game to take the lead away from Tabor, or at least make it tighter. But Madison Bird does what Madison Bird does for Tabor, and they're in the championship series. And the reason why they won the regular season. But for Oklahoma Wesleyan, they're coming off a loss. Ottawa coming off a high. If Ottawa can have a quick start or maybe put a run on in the bottom of the first inning, and can kind of continue to keep that emotion up throughout this game, you really have to like their chances.
No, I agree, Casey. I think Oklahoma Wesleyan, their best case scenario is they want to come out and blitz the Braves just like they did last night.
And you look at the players that have made big plays for the Lady Braves and the wins. Of course, Sydney Lair having 2 pinch hit, had a double to take the victory against McPherson, and then comes in and gets a leadoff single in that 6th inning that started a 4-run rally by the Lady Braves to take the lead away from Friends. And then you look at some time hitting from Corey Lacey, and then a freshman like Tommy Lynn Hickman clears the bases with an RBI single. It's going to have to come from everybody from top to bottom to get this win.
It really is. Last night the bottom part of the lineup had more success against Caps than the top part of the lineup did, and we're going to really need for both the top and the bottom to contribute here today.
Ottawa will be the home team, so they will be taking the field first. We'll go through the starting lineup for the visiting squad, which will be Oklahoma Wesleyan. They have a record of 29-18. It'll be a very similar lineup with one change. Starting at right field and batting first will be Michaela Schultes. Batting second, the center fielder Desiree Cavazos. Batting third, the shortstop Kaylee Clinton. Batting fourth, the second baseman J.C. Wang. Batting fifth, the catcher Brittany Howard. That is the one change from last night as Sutherland played catcher for the Lady Eagles. Batting sixth, the first baseman Emily McDonald. Batting seventh, the left fielder Allie Raines. Batting eighth, the designated player Ashley Stone. And batting ninth, the third baseman Peyton Langley. As we wait for the introduction here, we'll go ahead and take a quick 2-minute break. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Scott Schultz of Comfort Care Homes on the renovation of their facility in Ottawa, completed by Wise Guys Construction.
Bill and Jason managed the project. They basically handled all the external communication with all the different parties, and it was a very smooth process. I was extremely satisfied. We've received nothing but compliments on the home and just really glad to have them involved. I think Wise Guys is one of the leading construction firms in Ottawa.
Be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. Come to Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa for a huge sale through May 22nd. It's their 70th anniversary, and they're celebrating by giving you the hottest prices of the year and the courteous customer service that's been their mission since 1948. Constantino's Price Chopper, 120 East 19th in Ottawa. Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way. At Subway of Ottawa, Ransom Memorial Health knows that for expecting moms and dads, education is the key for a positive birth experience. So they invite you to sign up for the next childbirth class that starts July 23rd. Give your newborn the best possible start. Call 229-8458 or find out more at ransom.org. Constantino's Price Chopper may not look a day over 65, but they're celebrating their 70th anniversary, and they're doing it with a huge sale. Don't miss out on the hottest prices of the year at Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa, celebrating low prices since 1948.
Welcome back as the starting lineup is announced for Oklahoma Wesleyan. We'll give you the starting lineup for the Lady Braves. Batting first and playing left field will be Corey Lacey. Batting second, the center fielder, Kinsey Stevens. Batting third, the right fielder, Peyton Matika. Batting fourth, the catcher, Elena Kopp-Lori. Batting fifth, the designated player, Aaron Smith. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jordan Sarnecki. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Alexa Romero. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Sierra Retley. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Tommy Lynn Hickman. And on the mound will be Rebecca Clinton. And looking at Rebecca Clinton's numbers, Matt, she's pitched 13 innings so far today. Fatigue is going to start to be a factor as we work through this game.
No, I think so, and I think it's going to be important, and that makes it doubly important why it would be behoove the Braves to get out to an early lead here and take some of the pressure off Clinton.
Well, and we saw Clinton for the first time this tournament start to mix in a breaking ball or a changeup towards the later innings, and she's got to find a way to mix that in because Oklahoma Wesleyan in those latter innings did a good job of reading her fastball, and if that velocity is down at all, that could be a problem.
Exactly. And I think it's going to be important here, too, is as the sun begins to kind of set, how that affects the shortstop and the left fielder. We didn't see much issue with it in the first game, but again, as it continues to dip and dip and dip, and the shadows have begun to creep further out onto the field here. First base completely in shadow, almost out to the circle now for the shadow from behind the plate.
Rebecca Clinton with a 3.12 ERA, 182 innings pitched, giving up a 278 average, and has 161 strikeouts. And she has been the workhorse for the Lady Braves. It was Amber Formerfeld who got the start last night and was blitzed right from the bat as Oklahoma Wesleyan scored 5 runs. Mentally, how important is it for Ottawa to try and go 3 up, 3 down here?
I think it really is important after last night giving up the 5 runs in the first inning. It helps settle them down and calm them down and say, hey, we've got this.
And they're going to have to do it by facing Michaela Schuldes, batting .437, no home runs, 8 RBIs, on pace percentage of .518. 400 is good. 518 is fantastic.
Is fantastic.
So Schuldes from the left side. And she takes a fastball outside, and it will catch the outside part of the plate for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Schuldes. Clinton delivers and hits this one into left field. Lacey makes the catch with the sun in her face for out number 1, but she didn't make it look easy.
No, not at all. That sun is, I think, especially tough out there at this point.
Actually dropped to her knees and had to just kind of stick the glove up and hope that it didn't hit you in the face.
Yes.
That's always the scary part when you're looking in the sun is, at least if I don't catch this ball, make sure it doesn't strike me in the face.
Exactly.
So 1 up and 1 down here as Desiree Cavazzo steps up, and she's going to hit this one foul down the left field line.
I think one of the things, too, Casey, here is even though Clinton's tired, if she can challenge the hitters, Oklahoma Wesleyan has shown the ability. They want to swing early, which will limit the number of pitches Clinton has to throw.
That's very true. No balls and one strike to Cavazos. She bunts this down the third base line. Hickman up with it quickly and gets out number 2. Sierra Retley. I think I'd know by now after 5 games who's playing third base now.
All's forgiven. All's forgiven.
But Sierra Retley does a good job of getting to that bunt quickly, maybe a little stronger than what Cavazos wanted, but 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. This one's hit deep to center field, going back at the wall, and making the catch is Kinsey Stevens for the 3rd out. And Ottawa gets that 3-up, 3-down that we talked about in pregame, and they'll head to the plate here in the bottom half of the first. You've been listening to Lady Braves Softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Welcome back. Is Ottawa able to get Oklahoma Wesleyan to go 3-up and 3-down, and that'll bring Corey Lacey to the plate. Lacey, a .354 hitter, 1 home run, 27 RBIs, .385 on-base percentage, and she will face Ashley Capps, a .195 ERA, 136 innings pitched, .205 average against her, 85 strikeouts, and she seemed in full control last night in the matchup against Ottawa.
She really did. It never felt like that Ottawa really ever put any pressure on her in that game.
Well, when you're spotted a 5-run lead, that gets your confidence up a little bit, too.
It really does. It really does.
Doesn't have a 5-run lead, though, here in this one, as we're knotted up at 0. First pitch to Lacey, strike to short, and it's a base hit into center field. Lacey with this wide turn, but will stay at first, but picking up where she left off in that matchup against Friends and against Bethany this morning.
Yeah, Lacey's really got the bat going right now for the Braves, which is just adds a dynamic dimension to the top of the order for them.
Well, if you can make contact right now, the shadows are behind us here, or in front of us in the batter's box, but if you're playing third, short, or second, it is in your face. First pitch to Stevens, and ball outside. Looked like she might have offered it to bunt. They're going to say she got it back in time, and the count goes to 1-0. Stevens batting .342, 1 home run, 21 RBIs, and she fouls this one back to the screen, and the count goes to 1-1.
Looked like there might have been a hit and run on there because Lacey was off with the pitch.
Shows how important it is for head coach Jay Cant. Right now it's to score first. 1 ball and 1 strike to senior Kinsey Stevens. And she offers at the bunt and misses. The count goes to 1-2. A little more of a docile crowd here so far. Don't have the baseball team here from Oklahoma Wesleyan.
Exactly. They were out to full force last night.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Stevens, and she fouls it away on the rise ball and will stay alive at 1-2.
If the Braves were able to push something across here in the first inning, not only do they take the lead, but really the emotion carries them out.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Stevens showing bunt again, and she'll strike out as she offered at that one. And just kind of got fooled on the fastball as it was a little lower than what she was looking for. And they are going to field down the first. The umpire didn't call it a strike. Waiting for the appeal. So that's the first out here in the bottom of the first inning, and that brings Peyton Matika to the plate. And she's going to hit it to second base sharply. Lacey on the run, and Matika is going to be safe at first as Oklahoma Wesleyan trying to turn the double play. And that will bring to the plate Elena Cott-Lowry.
You know, Casey, that was a really good job of hustling down the line by Matika to make sure that they didn't have a chance to turn the double play.
Matika will stand on first base here with 2 outs with the cleanup hitter Elena Cott-Lowry at the plate. And she takes the fastball in the outside corner for strike 1 from Caps. Cott-Lowry batting .313, 9 home runs, 46 RBIs. Tries to shoot this one down the first base line, but it seems like she's just not able to load up.
Yeah, if it's her right ankle, it appears to be the right ankle. That's kind of her drive ankle, and if she's not able to put a lot of pressure on it, it really will affect her swing there.
It's the times when she's made contact over the last 2 days, it's just been her kind of reaching out with the bat, throwing it at the ball. Really haven't seen her do what she does, which is sharp line drives and hit the ball deep. Fastball outside, unable to catch the corner, and the count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Cott-Lowry here in the bottom of the first inning. On the run is Matika, and she is going to be out at second trying to steal. And that'll do it for Ottawa in the bottom of the first inning as we'll head to the second scoreless. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa. Come to Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa for a huge sale through May 22nd. It's their 70th anniversary, and they're celebrating by giving you the hottest prices of the year and the courteous customer service that's been their mission since 1948. Constantino's Price Chopper, 120 East 19th in Ottawa.
Welcome back as Peyton Matika caught stealing to end the inning. Matt, you reminded me during the break that Oklahoma Wesleyan, with a victory here, clinches a spot in the NAI National Tournament, because whether they win or lose from then on out, they will clinch it because Tabor is the other team at the top of the bracket, and they won the regular season. So by default, the team that finishes second in the regular season will go if the 1 seed wins the KCAC tournament.
Yeah, and I'm sure that, you know, Oklahoma Wesleyan would just be as happy to, they don't want to just make the tournament, they'd like to win this tournament and still make the tournament.
J.C. Wang, the 4-hitter, plays second base, comes to the plate. She's batting .309, no home runs, 19 RBIs, and Clinton starts her out with a fastball in the outside corner, followed by a fastball a little high and outside, and the count goes to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, no outs here in the top of the second. Scoreless. This one's going to be hit down the right field line, trying to make a play on it. In right field is Mateka, and it hits off the fence, falls foul. And she did make an effort at it there, Matt.
Yeah, no, that was a really good job. Looks like she's shaking her right hand a little bit as she crashed into the fence. Probably more just a scrape on it as opposed to an actual injury.
Count remains at 1-2. And Clinton tries to go inside with the slider, and it almost comes all the way back in. But it stays just outside, and the count goes to 2-2.
Yeah, almost looks like a little bit of a screwball action there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Rise ball is high, and the count goes full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to the 4-hitter. And Wang's going to hit this one up the middle, and it will drop in front of Kinsey Stevens in center field for a hit. Great at bat there by Wang. to wait for the pitch she wanted and had to really force Clinton's hand there as it was a 3-2 count.
Exactly. Clinton didn't really have a choice but had to go right at her, and Wang just put a good swing on it.
That brings the catcher, Brittany Howard, to the plate. The runner on first base and no outs. And they're going to bunt this one down the third baseline. Repley makes the play, and they're going to go to third because no one at third. So the runner moves from second to third as no one was covering third, and I think that might have been Clinton's job to move over there to third in that situation. Not sure, though, is that the shortstop's play, or is that...
Yeah, you can play the bunt rotation a lot of different ways on that. With the runner at first, you're probably not getting the play at second, so that you probably should cover up third base in that situation.
And up stepping to the plate will be Emily McDonald. She is sixth in the lineup. One out here in the top of the second, but Oklahoma Wesleyan with a runner on third. Fastball outside. The count goes to 1-0. Howard batting .273, 3 home runs, 27 RBIs, and look who has showed up. The Oklahoma Wesleyan baseball team.
It's about to get a bit noisier.
Fastball inside, and the count goes to 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to McDonald. Fastball that's fouled into the netting, and the count goes to 2-1. Two balls and one strike to Emily McDonald.
And it looks like there's a couple pitchers warming up in the Oklahoma Wesleyan bullpen.
McDonald takes strike two, and the count goes to 2-2 here with one out.
And I'm not sure, Casey, if that's just nervous energy maybe, just staying loose.
Well, when you're this close to clinching a national tournament bid, as Oklahoma Wesleyan does, you can taste it. Rise ball's high, and the count goes full to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. On the top of the second inning, we're scoreless, but Oklahoma Wesleyan has a runner at third base. Clinton able to induce the ground ball, but finds its way between Romero and Sarnecki at first base, and that'll score the runner with a base hit. That'll be the second base hit for Oklahoma Wesleyan.
That really shows the importance of allowing that runner to get from all the way from first to third on the sacrifice.
First pitch to Allie Raines, the left fielder, is high for ball one. Pitch catches inside corner, and the count goes to 1-1. And Raines wearing the number 0, which is not on my roster. It's just says team. So I guess anybody can wear it. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Raines hits it up the middle, making the catch at short and getting a double play. It's Tommy Lynn Hickman. She makes the catch on the fly and then doubles up the runner at first, and that'll do it. But Oklahoma Wesleyan scores 1 on 1 hit as we head to the bottom of the second. You've listened to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa. If you're expecting, you have 1,000 questions that Ransom Memorial Health can help answer with their next childbirth class starting July 23rd. Learn about the importance of nutrition, healthy labor, even tour the family birthplace. Find out more by calling 229-8458 or go online to ransom.org.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Stepping up to the plate will be Elena Cott-Lowry. She was standing at the plate when Mateka was thrown out at second base to end the bottom half of the first inning. Oklahoma Wesleyan leading 1-0 as we start here in the bottom of the second. Fastball low and outside. Count goes to 1-0. Cott-Lowry hits this one up the middle. Katz makes the easy play and will walk it over to first base for out number 1. Up will step Aaron Smith, batting fifth today. He is the designated player. She is the designated player. He takes the breaking ball for strike one.
That's really the first time that we've seen her throw that changeup over the plate there.
Ottawa looking to get a base runner. They got one on in the first inning, but weren't able to bring them around. Smith takes fastball outside, and the count goes to 1-1. Smith batting .345, 3 home runs, 33 RBIs this season. One ball, one strike. Fastball outside, and the count goes to 2-1.
This is always a good part of the tournament when, as it drags on, you see all the dirt on the ladies' uniforms from all the hard work and play that they've done to this point.
2 balls, 1 strike to Smith, and she hits this one into left field, coming in hard as the left fielder, but it's going to drop in front of her. And the Lady Braves have a base hit.
Good job there, just dumping the ball over the shortstop's head out into the left center field area for that. To get a runner on here for the Lady Braves.
Stepping to the plate will be Jordan Sarnecki, the first baseman. Sarnecki, the freshman infielder from Elk Grove, California. She takes a fastball down the middle for strike one. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Ottawa with a runner on first base with 1 out. Another fastball that doesn't catch the outside part of the plate, and the count goes even at 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to Sarnecki. And she's going to hit this one to second base. Smith on the run. She's out at second as they get the force out. But Smith had to wait, wasn't able to take off. That ball hung in the air for a while, and then finally when it hit the dirt, she wasn't even halfway to second.
Yeah, it's just kind of a tough play. Kind of caught a no-man's land there.
Up steps Alexa Romero here with 2 outs. In the bottom of the second inning, Lady Braves trailing by 1. Romero takes breaking ball for ball 1. Romero batting .324, 3 home runs, 29 RBIs. She takes fastball down the middle for strike one.
You know, this is where we've seen, Casey, the bottom part of the lineup has really done a good job in the last couple games.
Romero hits this one to center, and making the catch on the run will be Cavazos for the last out of the inning. Head to the top of the third with Oklahoma Wesleyan leading 1-0. You can listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Cosentino's Price Chopper may not look a day over 65, but they're celebrating their 70th anniversary, and they're doing it with a huge sale. Don't miss out on the hottest prices of the year at Cosentino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa, celebrating low prices since 1948. Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa.
Welcome back to Great Bend as Ottawa trails 1-0 to Oklahoma Wesleyan. Lady Braves have been able to get a base hit in their first two innings, but it really hasn't turned into anything, Matt.
No, not at all. It helps the Braves with some confidence about getting the ball in play and putting a little pressure on. They just really haven't been able to string together a couple hits here in the early going.
Leading off the inning for Oklahoma Wesleyan will be the 8-hitter Ashley Stone, the designated player. She's adding .417, 11 homers, 57 RBIs.
In the last game, Stone took Clinton, I believe it was...
I believe that was Clinton that she did take her deep in the 6th or 7th inning last night. No balls, one strike, and she starts out with a fastball, then a slider that doesn't catch the strike zone, but looks very good, and the count goes even at 1-1. One ball and one strike. Breaking ball in the dirt, goes for a ball, and it's 2-1.
And I think one thing Clinton doesn't want to do is consistently get behind the Oklahoma Wesleyan hitters.
2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 2, and we're even at 2-2. No outs here in the top of the third. Oklahoma Wesleyan leading 1-0, and they are currently batting. Breaking ball and getting her to pitch is Rebecca Clinton for out number 1, and a big strikeout for Clinton using the breaking ball. You could tell Stone hadn't seen that pitch.
Yes. That was a nice pitch by Clinton there.
That's the first strikeout of this game for Rebecca Clinton. Now the head coach for Oklahoma Wesleyan talking to the umpire to make sure that the hitter did go around.
And I think what she was asking for is that the umpire had signaled safe, meaning she had caught the ball cleanly and not a drop third strike.
This one's popped up towards first base, and making the catch is Starnecki for out number 2. As Peyton Langley pops up, and we'll get back to the top of the Oklahoma Wesleyan lineup with Michaela Schultes.
Schultes is really a dangerous hitter here at the top of the lineup for Oklahoma Wesleyan. She's really been the straw that stirs the drink for Wesleyan.
First pitch to Schultes, and she tries to bunt it, and it goes all the way back to the fence here behind home plate.
And I believe Casey Schultes is from Oregon. I think I read that earlier.
First pitch from Clinton is fouled away, and the count goes to 0-2. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Clinton has been on the bump for the entirety of the day for the Lady Braves, as she worked 14 innings between the two and has worked almost 3 here. She almost gets the strikeout. Fastball a little high, and the count goes to 1-2.
I not having umpired softball, I would think it would be really hard for the umpire to call a strike as everybody's moving, the ball's moving, the batter's moving.
1 ball and 2 strikes. As this one's fouled away down the left field line, and the count remains at 1-2 with 2 outs. And she shows bunt here on 1 and 2. Hits this one to short. Up with it is Hickman. Got to go quickly, and she's going to be safe first. So much speed coming out of the box with Michaela Schuldis. And she will be on base here with 2 outs. Two outs for Desiree Cavazos. She flied to left in her first plate appearance. And that pitch called the strike on the outside corner, and the count at 0-1. Back-to-back slap hitters for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Ottawa still needs to be prepared for the bunt.
Exactly.
This one hit to shortstop, and it goes by the shortstop and into left field. And runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And Oklahoma Wesleyan really shortening up the swing over the last 2 at-bats to pick up some softly hit singles here on Clinton.
Exactly. You know, they're keeping the pressure on Clinton.
This one's going to be hit to short. Coming up with it is Hickman. She'll go quickly to first and make the play for the 3rd out. As Oklahoma Wesleyan gets no runs on 2 hits as we head to the bottom half of the 3rd. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Come to Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa for a huge sale through May 22nd. It's their 70th anniversary, and they're celebrating by giving you the hottest prices of the year and the courteous customer service that's been their mission since 1948. Constantino's Price Chopper, 120 East 19th in Ottawa. Ransom Memorial Health knows that for expecting moms and dads, education is the key for a positive birth experience. So they invite you to sign up for the next childbirth class that starts July 23rd. Give your newborn the best possible start. Call 229-8458 or find out more at ransom.org.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Welcome back as Ottawa able to get out of the jam there, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, that was good pitching by Clinton and good defense there to bail her out with a quick throw across the diamond. But, you know, Oklahoma Wesleyan with the top of their lineup really makes you uncomfortable as a defender.
Well, it doesn't matter if they hit it hard or soft. They're going to find a way to get on base. And when you have Schuldis and Cavazos with lightning speed, they are so dangerous. Sierra Retley takes ball 1 outside as she will lead it off for Ottawa. It'll be Retley, Hickman, and Lacey for Ottawa here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as they trail 1-0 to Oklahoma Wesleyan. And a fastball inside that's fouled away by Retley for strike 1. Retley, a sophomore from Leavenworth, Kansas.
The Shadows have finally made their way to the circle.
1 ball and 1 strike. Retley takes fastball high and away, and the count goes to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to Retley. This one's in the dirt, and the count goes to 3-1.
It would be really big here, I think, if the Braves could get their leadoff hitter on, or the leadoff hitter of the inning on, I should say.
Fastball does catch the outside corner, and we're full at 3-2. Retley with a .297 average, no home runs, 15 RBIs this season for the Lady Braves. And she's going to strike out swinging for out number 1. That will bring up the freshman Tommy Lynn Hickman, who had the go-ahead RBI double in the comeback victory over Friends. Gives Ottawa the win 5-4. She's going to hit this one to second base, takes 2 hops, and makes the throw easily as Wang for the second out. And we'll go back to the top of the Ottawa lineup as Corey Lacey will come to the plate.
You know, as Lacey steps in the blocks here, you know, we should say a special thanks to the staff and the grounds crew here at the Great Bend Sports Complex on the ability to get the fields into shape after all the rain on Wednesday.
First pitch to Lacey is a strike as it catches the outside corner. Counted 0-1. Lacey batting from the left side. Hits this one to the shortstop on one bounce, and they will throw her out as Clinton fires it over to McDonald for out number 3 as we head to the 4th. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Welcome back as we are flying along here, Matt, and Ottawa unfortunately unable to pick up a hit in that last half inning. You're going to have 2, 3, and 4 coming up here in the bottom half, but you got to work this inning quickly.
No, absolutely you do. I mean, both pitchers have really gone after the hitters, and other than the ability of Oklahoma Wesleyan to push across a run, it has been a well-played game all the way around so far.
Yeah, Clinton still on the mound. Lady Braves trail 1-0. Fastball is high, and count goes to 1-0.
You know, it's really nice when both pitchers are just pounding the zone here and saying, come and get it.
1 ball, no strikes as she faces J.C. Wang. This pitch outside, and the count goes to 2-0.
You know, in the last game, Wang had a couple base hits and drove in a run for the Wesleyan in the first inning.
This one's going to be popped up, and Hickman struggling, makes the catch on the run, though. Was trying to locate it up in the sun and finally makes the catch running into the outfield for out number 1.
And that play was a little bit tougher, complicated by the sun there as well.
But that'll bring to the plate the catcher, Brittany Howard. First pitch to Howard is a fastball for strike 1.
Howard had a double in the game last night for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles.
Breaking ball that is popped up, and that is exactly what you want if you're Rebecca Clinton, as Howard was way out in front of that one, expecting fastball all the way.
She really was. That was a great pitch, great change of pace there.
So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning, as coming to the plate will be the first baseman, Emily McDonald. Fastball outside, and the count goes to 1-0.
And with Clinton being a little bit tired, she's really pitching the Wesleyan batters completely different than she attacked them last night.
Trying to use a little bit more deception and work the outside part of the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Breaking ball that is going to be called a ball, and they're going to say she didn't go around on the check swing. The count goes to 2-0. McDonald had the 1 RBI in this inning. She grounded out to short, but in the process, the runner scored from third. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball outside, and the count goes to 3-0. Clinton making a quick glance over to the bench after that throw. Never a good sign.
Kind of the old adage is you never want to issue a two-out walk.
And she will throw a fastball for a strike, and the count goes to 3-1. Clinton up to 44 pitches. Kenton's fastball hit down the first baseline foul, and the count goes full at 3-2.
That ball made the first base coach dance a little to get out of the way of that one.
Full count, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Ottawa trailing 1-0. Becca Clinton looking to work another inning here. Pitch from Clinton down the middle, and she'll get her looking with the strikeout. No runs on no hits for Oklahoma Wesleyan as we head to the bottom of the fourth. You can listen to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions, and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
She's not the one that has Larson. Welcome back as Oklahoma Wesleyan leads 1-0, but Ottawa coming to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and it will be the senior Kinsey Stevens to lead it off for the Lady Braves. Stevens, the senior outfielder from Owasso, Oklahoma, struck out swinging in the first inning, and she'll show bunt here to Caps. Caps rocking the cap on the mound again tonight.
Yes.
First pitch catches the outside corner for strike one.
You know, now that we're in the fourth inning here, I guess I would be remiss to not to wish you may the fourth be with you.
May the fourth be with you too, Matt. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count goes to 1-1. Opponent batting average now for Caps at 2.05. ERA is down to 1.91. Fastball low, and the count goes to 2-1. Two balls and one strike to Kinsey Stevens. She's going to rip it towards second base, but a nice play by Wang at second to get the grounder and get it over to first quickly for out number one.
Yeah, the ball was hit pretty hard, but just right at the second baseman, who was able to field it and get it over to first for the out.
To the plate will be the freshman Peyton Masika. Masika takes a breaking ball, low for ball one. To put it in perspective, Oklahoma Wesleyan has 7 seniors on their roster, Ottawa with only 2. And a lot of freshmen and sophomore playing on this Ottawa team. And taking a fastball in the outside corner is Matika for strike one, and we're even at 1-1 with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Ottawa trailing 1-0 against Oklahoma Wesleyan.
Yeah, very young Lady Braves team.
Matika's going to hit this one over the head of the second baseman, and Ottawa's going to have a base hit. Matika continues to play unlike a freshman.
Very much so. been very impressed with her at bat this week. This week.
Really tries to take what the pitch is given, and that time she goes the other way. We'll bring up Elena Cott-Laurie, the cleanup hitter for Ottawa, and she fouls this one away into the net for strike one. Cott-Laurie grounded to the pitcher in the second inning. Her average started in this tournament at around 340. It's down to 311. And has battled an ankle injury all week. And this time she shoots this one foul behind the plate. Count now to 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Kantz doesn't start Matika here, even though she was thrown out the last time trying to steal.
No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is in the dirt. Good job by Howard to keep that one in front of her. That cost Friends 2 runs in the last game as Ottawa was able to score on a pass ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Laurie hits this one down the line, foul. Count remains at 1-2. Laurie does have the most home runs on this team with 9. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Laurie hits this one up the middle, and they're going to go to first base as Matika was on the run. They do get Laurie at first, but Ottawa does get a runner to second here with 2 outs.
Yeah, it was a good thing Matika was on the run because I think Caps turned and looked at second thinking she might be able to get there, but wisely, with the 1-run lead, took the sure out at first.
And Caps really not giving Ottawa a whole lot of pitches down the middle of the plate right now. She has done a tremendous job of staying around the outside part of the plate. Has to be frustrating for these Ottawa hitters. First pitch to Smith is outside for ball 1. Tika gets a big lead at second. Already been thrown out once today, going from first to second. 1 ball and no strikes to Aaron Smith, who singled to left in the second inning, and a single right now might do it. She's going to hit this one off the plate, and then it ricochets off of her and goes foul. And the count at 1-1.
Yeah, very fortunate hit her while she was still in the box.
And asking for a new softball is Caps. Let's average up to 350. Started at 340 on Thursday. Hard to believe that's only yesterday.
I know.
Lady Braves playing in their 5th game in 2 days. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is outside, and count goes to 2-1. Ottawa has had to fight their way through the loser's bracket.
Yeah, it does make for a long trip down through the loser's bracket when you get knocked in there a little earlier than what you like.
2 balls and 1 strike to Smith. Breaking ball that hits her. No, they're going to say it hit the knob of the bat. And the count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Ottawa with the runner at second. Aaron Smith at the plate. And she hits this one up the middle, and it's going to go past the diving shortstop. They're going to send Matika home. And Ottawa has tied this game at 1. And Aaron Smith sneaks all the way to second on the throwing error as it missed the cutoff man or woman.
Right. Yeah, missed the cutoff and allowed the runner to take the extra base. And smart base running there, not to just settle for being content at first, but to look for the overthrow and take the base, move up to second base, and now get back into scoring position.
And we are tied at 1 on the RBI single by Aaron Smith, and then taking second base after the cutoff man was missed, and it made it all the way to home plate. Just smart base running as the freshman Jordan Sarnecki heads to the plate.
You know, a very mature bat after getting the ball hit on the end of the bat to go to 2-2. took the next pitch and drove it up into center field.
Sarnecki grounded into a fielder's choice in the second inning, and a fastball outside for ball one. And some action going on in the Oklahoma Wesleyan bullpen. They do have Ellie available, who pitched against Tabor at 5 o'clock or at 3 o'clock. She went the whole way. Smith again with a big lead. And the ball in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-0.
Yeah, Smith really bouncing off for a big lead there. Secondary, once the pitch is delivered.
2 balls and no strikes to Jordan Sarnecki. Pitch from Caps is outside. No, they're going to call it a strike. Excuse me, the count goes to 2-1. Again, Caps working that outside part of the plate. Hasn't gotten the calls all night, but got a big one there. Count at 2-1. Breaking ball that Sarnecki swings on, way in front of, and the count at 2-2. Has to protect the plate here.
You know, even though she misses, that was a nice aggressive swing on that pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Ottawa and Oakland was tied at 1, and Sarnecki strikes out swinging. And Oklahoma Wesleyan didn't throw it down to first base. And Sarnecki ended up walking towards the dugout and then ran down the line, but she's still thrown out at first with the strikeout. But Ottawa responds with a run, and they have tied it at 1 as we head to the 5th. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa. Constantino's Price Chopper may not look a day over 65, but they're celebrating their 70th anniversary, and they're doing it with a huge sale. Don't miss out on the hottest prices of the year at Constantino's Price Chopper in South Ottawa, celebrating low prices since 1948. If you're expecting, you have 1,000 questions that Ransom Memorial Health can help answer with their next childbirth class starting July 23rd. Learn about the importance of nutrition, healthy labor, even tour the family birthplace. Find out more by calling 229-8458 or go online to ransom.org.
Welcome back as Aaron Smith's RBI single ties this one up at 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Rebecca Clinton will be facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Oklahoma Wesleyan of Rainstone and Langley.
Yeah, and I think, Casey, it's very important here with the 7, 8, 9 guys for Clinton to be able to go right at them. Like we talked about through break, you don't want to get shoulders back at the top with a run.
And I always forget that Stone, the 8-hitter, is their best power hitter on this team with 11 home runs. First, Clinton will face Rains, and she'll start her out with a fastball for strike 1. Rains lined to short in the second inning. 0-1 count. Clinton breaking ball gets a lot of the plate, but is high. The count goes to 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Pitch from Clinton. Fastball on the outside corner, and the count goes to 1-2.
Nice job there, Clinton, coming back and working the outer half of the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Rain shows bunt, then brings it back and takes a fastball high for ball 2. Count even at 2-2. Clinton has thrown 50 pitches. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball from Clinton, a little high and outside, and the count is full at 3-2. Showing bunt is Rains, and she hits this one back up the middle for a base hit. Now you bring up Ashley Stone, the power hitter for Oklahoma Wesleyan, with the runner on.
Yeah, no, a 3-2 count there, KT. You know, Clinton really had to go challenge her. And I think she'd rather give up a hit to get her on than walk her there.
Stone struck out in her first plate appearance. She'll show bunt, and it'll go right back to Clinton. Clinton able to get the lead runner at second base. No, they're going to say she was off the bag. As not tapping the bag was Hickman. And now we have runners at first and second with nobody out. And we're going to have a pinch runner that will come in for Stone. And potentially a pinch hitter here. As this looks, it is Peyton Langley here at third base. And the pinch runner is going to be number 4. Lindsey McKenna. So runners at first and second with no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And what a play by Clinton to, again, try and get the lead runner. But unfortunately, Hickman's foot was off the bag.
Yeah, just a fortunate break there for the Lady Braves.
And they will bunt it again, and it's foul. Count goes to 0-1. And with Michaela Schultes on deck, an out is imperative. Even if they move up the runners, you've got to find a way to get one out.
Exactly.
No balls and 1 strike. Showing bunt again, and this one popped up, and Lori makes the play right at the plate and gets out number 1. Just kind of the bunt caught the bottom half of the softball and just popped it straight up in the air, and Lori makes a great play.
Yeah, that was it was a tough play because Lori's coming out, Clinton's coming in, third base is crashing first base, and they almost all ran into each other on the play.
1 out for Michaela Schultes. And she swings through a fastball for strike 1.
You hate to say this might be the biggest bat of the game, but in this situation, it's pretty important.
No balls and 1 strike to Schultes. Fastball, and they'll go back to second. They've got the runner in a pickle. Romero running down to third. And they're going to tag out the runner at second for an out. And a huge out for the Lady Braves. What a throw by Lori. And she's able to get Raines in the pickle. And the tag applied by Retley at third.
Yeah, I think that's just a case of Raines getting complacent there and not expecting to throw behind her.
So 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Count it 1-1 on Schultes. Clinton's fastball high, and the count goes to 2-1.
Still a dangerous hitter here at the plate.
2 balls and 1 strike to Schultes. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. We're still tied at 1. Fastball that Schultes swings over the top of. And it's strike 2.
I think the Braves need to be careful with the wheel play where they maybe slap it down and try to score the runner from second.
Breaking ball, Schultes shoots from first. Up with it is Retley, and they get Schultes out first to end the inning. No runs on 1 hit as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. You've listened to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hey, Royals fans, this is Steve Stewart. Don't miss a game, home or away this season. Keep it locked on to your source for information and entertainment and Royals baseball in East Central Kansas, 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the OU Lady Braves softball and OU men's baseball teams the best of luck in the KCAC tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, it's always Subway my way at Subway of Ottawa.
Radio. It's been here all along. You know which station is going to tell you the score of the game or where to turn when the weather gets rough. When something big happens, good or bad, you know where to go. And now, radio has evolved to move with you with the Next Radio app in your FM-enabled phone. Just plug in your headphones to start experiencing radio in a whole new way while using way less battery and data than streaming apps. Find your favorite stations like the one you're listening to right now. Download the free Next Radio app today. Next Radio. Live and local wherever you go.
Welcome back as Oklahoma Wesleyan started that last half inning with runners on first and second with no outs, Matt, and Ottawa finds a way to get out of the inning without giving up a run.
Yeah, that was really big, Casey. You know, with having that, and especially with Schultes coming to the plate, being able to get a a back pick at second and a force out. It was huge.
Alexis Romero will start off the bottom half of the fifth here as Ottawa and Oklahoma Wesleyan tied at 1. Romero flied to center in the second inning. First pitch from Caps is in the dirt for ball 1.
You know, getting out of the inning really appears to have energized the Braves in the dugout.
1 ball and no strikes to Romero. And she's going to hit this one over the head of the pitcher. Takes it to Flex. Romero running, and she is going to be safe at first base. And Ottawa gets the leadoff hitter on.
Nice job by Romero just to find a way to get on the base there.
That brings Sierra Retley, the third baseman, to the plate for the Lady Braves. And she's going to bunt this one. It drops right in front of the third base. They'll throw it to first and get the out, but Romero moves to second. And now Romero's in a pickle. And a collision near third base as Romero runs into the shortstop. And now the question is, do they throw out Romero? And I didn't catch the end of that play, Matt. Did you see when Romero turned second?
It looks like she turned to second and just ran into the person that was going to tag her.
A little bit of a shove, but
but Romero immediately got up and tried to apologize.
So now 2 outs, and so Ottawa loses that runner at scoring position. And the bases are now empty. And I'm trying to figure out what happened with Romero when she turned second and why she got caught in the pickle.
Yeah, and to be honest, Casey, I didn't see that. I had looked down.
I was busy looking down to see who the next batter was for the Lady Braves, and that's Tommy Lynn Hickman. So now the bases are empty. Hickman grounded to second in the third inning. Score tied at 1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Hickman takes fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to the 9-hitter Tommy Lynn Hickman. Takes fastball high, and the count goes to 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Hickman waves at 1 and stands on it, and the count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Bases are empty. Tommy Lynn Hickman at the plate. Fastball outside corner. A little low, and the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And she's going to strike out swinging to end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit as we head to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Impressing with Amazon Music.
Are you just going to stand here all night, or are you going to go talk to him?
I will. I'm just choosing a playlist first.
Since when do you listen to country?
Yes, Jen! I love this song.
Very smooth.
Find the right playlist for just the right person. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
Hi, Tom Bodette, coming to you from one of those open offices. They're designed to make it easier to share ideas and, apparently, the details of Cody the intern's love life. So if you're looking for some space to call your own, try Motel 6. They have the low prices you've come to expect, plus the peace and quiet you so desperately crave. I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you. And Cody, you can do better. Book online at motel6.com.
Welcome back as Ottawa and Oklahoma Wesleyan tied at 1 here in the top of the 6th inning. And Ottawa was able to get a runner to second base, but Romero get caught in a pickle and unfortunately ended any opportunity for Ottawa to take the lead there in the fifth.
Yeah, that was kind of a tough play, momentum changer maybe.
So Desiree Cavazos leads off this inning as she fouls it down the third base line into foul territory and counted 0-1. Cavazos, slap hitter, grounded to third in the first and single to left in the third. Rebecca Clinton still on the pitcher's plate for the Lady Braves. No balls and one strike. Breaking ball that's hit towards first. Goes off of the first baseman Sarnecki, and Romero can't make a play, and Cavazos will stand on first base.
Yeah, just a tough play there. The ball was hit with some pace, but just out of the reach of the first baseman. And off of her glove, and if she wouldn't have touched it, the second baseman might have been able to make a play on it.
And up will step Kaylee Clinton. He'll take fastball down the middle for strike one. Clinton flied to center in the first and grounded to short in the third. No balls and one strike. She's going to bunt this one back to Clinton. Ottawa going to try and get the lead runner, and they do. And Clinton yet again goes to second, and standing on the bag was Tommy Lynn Hickman.
Yeah, really nice play there.
So runner still standing on first base as the cleanup hitter, J.C. Wang, comes to the plate. And Wang fouls it back to the fence here right in front of us. Counted 0-1.
Almost found that pitch between her legs, deep in the late swing.
Wang digs in from the right side. Takes fastball high, and the count goes even at 1-1. Wang singled to center in the second and popped to short in the fourth inning. One ball and one strike. One out here in the top of the sixth. We're still tied at one between Ottawa and Oklahoma Wesleyan. This one's going to be hit to left field. Kenzie Stevens coming in from center field makes the grab for out number two. That'll bring the catcher, Brittany Howard, to the plate. And she's going to foul this one back to the netting for strike one.
And she had a good cut at that pitch and just missed it, fouled it straight back.
Howard had a sacrifice bunt in the second and then popped to short in the fourth. No balls and one strike on her in this at-bat. Clinton, breaking ball, catches the inside part of the plate for strike two, and it's an 0-2 count on the catcher.
Yeah, I think that pitch completely fooled the catcher there, Howard.
No balls and two strikes. Clinton facing Howard. 2 outs here in the top of the sixth inning. Fastball that's hit towards first, making the play easily is Sarnecki. She steps on the bag, and Clinton works out of the leadoff single. Ottawa comes to the plate. In the bottom of the sixth inning, we're still tied at 1. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Trojan Condoms presents Less is More at the pharmacy.
Next. There's something we don't understand.
Well, that's what a pharmacist is here for, to answer all of life's most pressing questions.
These condoms you sold us? I mean, there's less condom.
And we feel so much more together.
You're talking about Trojan Bearskin.
We got so close.
We felt so close.
Trojan, America's trusted #1 condom brand, brings you Bearskin. 40% thinner than our regular condom for 100% pleasure.
So less is more.
Exactly.
Trojan, you can't wait to get it on.
Better genetics make for better flowers. The proof is at the Home Depot, where quart Vigoro annuals are just $3.98 each every day. They're bred to bloom with better genetics that produce bigger blooms, bolder colors, and more flowers per plant. And we have them at an everyday low price. That's part of our DNA. Eureka! Quart Vigoro annuals just $3.98 each only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. While supplies last, selection varies by store, continental U.S. only.
Welcome back as we're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Matt. We would have told Coach Cant when this game started that he could have this scenario at 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th. I think he'd been pretty happy.
Oh, I think so. He would be thrilled to be in this kind of game. You know, really, the Lady Braves, if they can push one across here and get 3 outs, they've got a victory. Sounds simple. It's a challenge, clearly. But really, at the end of the day, that's kind of how they can think of it, with being the home team and having the hammer.
Well, the top of the lineup will come to the plate here for the Lady Braves, starting with Corey Lacey, followed by Stevens and Matika. Lacey today singled to center and grounded to short. That fastball outside for strike 1.
And this is a good time to put some pressure on with the top of the order.
And she's going to hit this one to third base. Coming in quickly is the shortstop, and she's going to have to eat it, and Lacey's on with an infield single.
You know, she just kind of beat that in the ground and it dribbled out. And really, the shortstop, third baseman, neither one of them had a play on that ball.
So Stevens will come to the plate after the Corey Lacey infield single. Stevens with the bunt, going quickly, and she is going to be safe at first. Dropping the ball as the first baseman, and Lacey's going to go to third. And runners at the corners with no outs for the Lady Braves.
Yeah, and I think when that throw was made to the first base, it was up the line and caused the first baseman to kind of collide glove with Stevens as she was running hard down the line.
That brings freshman Peyton Matika back up to the plate. Matika digging in from that right side. Pitch from Cap. Catches the inside part of the plate, and now Ottawa's in a pickle here. And Stevens is going to be safe. Lacey coming home, and she is safe at the plate. What a play by Ottawa and head coach Jay Cant, sending Lacey from third as Stevens got caught in the pickle, and I'm not sure that wasn't a planned play.
No, I think it was, absolutely, Casey. The way that Stevens just jogged off of first base, trying to bait him into the throw. And they just took too long to make the throw home to get Lacey, who was coming hard.
So Stevens still standing at first with no outs, and Ottawa has the lead 2-1. And again, Stevens with a big lead, and then the first baseman collides with her. As running into her was Wang.
And just kind of a good hard-nosed play there. Both the defender and Stevens trying to get back to the bag. Really not a dirty play at all.
Well, I'm not sure if Wang just kind of tripped over her feet, but she slammed right on top of Stevens.
Yes.
Matika behind in the count, 0-2. And the pitch will be outside for ball 1, and the count goes to 1-2.
And you know, on that play when Stevens kind of got in the pickle, it happened the best thing possible. They scored the run, and Stevens was safe, because normally you just give yourself up for the out for the run.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Peyton Matika. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Ottawa leading 2-1. Rise ball. Sliding is going to be Stevens, and she's going to be out at second. Trying to steal second, and now the bases are empty with 1 out. Kinsey Stevens giving Ottawa the lead, or helping give Ottawa the lead by maintaining the second, or the focus of the second baseman and allowing Lacey to score. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Matika, and she will strike out on the breaking ball for out number 2. And to the plate steps Elena Cobb-Lori. First pitch to Lori is hit right at Cap again. And that'll do it for the 3rd out. As Ottawa takes the lead 2-1. We head to the top of the 7th. Seamless Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
At Orkin, we help get rid of pests, always using the latest science.
Thanks for coming back. I saw a couple more ants in the kitchen.
Of course. I'll keep coming back between services until you're 100% happy.
That's going to be tough. My baseball team just traded away our starting ace. We'll never make the playoffs.
Well, let's start with the ants.
What's that going to cost me?
Nothing at all. Return visits are covered by the Orkin Satisfaction Guarantee.
Happiness is possible.
Orkin, pest control down to a science.
This is the Progressive ABC Insider.
It's been a real privilege.
That's Paul Bettany, who you can catch as the android Vision in Avengers Infinity War. Paul credits the tight cast for making the Marvel movies work in the first place.
I've never been on a set where people choose not to go back to their trailers but hang out on set and then make fun of each other.
That's the Progressive ABC Insider, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Get an online quote at progressive.com or call 1-855-758-0630. I'm ABC's Matt Wolf.
Welcome back as Ottawa leads 2-1 as Corey Lacey was able to steal home in the last inning. Kinsey Stevens was caught in a pickle, and Lacey steals home while that whole bizarre event was going on. So Ottawa now 3 outs away from moving on to the championship series, but they're going to have to do it against McDonald, Raines, and Stone. McDonald singled to right in the second inning and struck out looking in the fourth.
You know, I think this is a really important time here for the Lady Braves to take a deep breath. Don't let their nerves and energy and excitement get the better of them here.
And Clinton ready to go on the pitcher's plate for the first pitch here in the top of the 7th. Fastball high, and the count goes to 1-0. And McDonald taking a lot of time here between pitches. 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball from Clinton in there for strike 1, and the count goes even at 1-1.
Yeah, good pitch there. Right back from Clinton, right to challenge the hitter.
1 ball and 1 strike on McDonald, the first baseman. Pitch from Clinton fouled into the netting, and the count goes to 1-2.
The fans have really come alive here, Casey, in the last inning. Both Oklahoma Wesleyan and Ottawa fans realizing the gravity of the situation.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, getting her to pitch. The Lady Braves get strikeout number 1 here in the 7th, and out number 1. And for Clinton, that'll be her 3rd strikeout of the game. A breaking ball again, getting Oklahoma Wesleyan hitters to fish for it. That brings Allie Raines, the left fielder, to the plate. Fastball down the middle for strike 1.
Clinton really seems to be energized right here. Found a little more giddy up on that fastball.
0 balls and 1 strike. Clinton with the fastball high, and the count goes even at 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Becca with the breaking ball, and it's fouled back to the netting. Count goes to 1-2.
Yeah, really nice changeup there. Just had her completely fooled on the swing.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Allie Raines. Clinton with the delivery. This one's fouled hard down the first base line, and the count goes to 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Clinton adding a little bit on that one, but it's fouled away again by Raines.
You know, another good thing here, Casey, is the sun's completely not a factor at this point in the game. The lights are on, so it should be good visibility for everyone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Raines. She shows bunt. And breaking ball in there is going to be called a ball, and the count goes to 2-2. Maybe just a little outside there, Matt.
Yeah, it looks like it floated just off, but completely not in a pitch that I think the hitter was expecting to see there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Clinton is popped straight up in the air. Romero calling off the first baseman, and Romero makes the play for out number 2. Lady Braves 1 out away and getting to the championship series. And they're going to have to do it against one of the best hitters in this conference, maybe the most powerful hitter. As coming to the plate is the designated player, Ashley Stone. And, Matt, this is why you put your best hitter maybe towards the end of the lineup.
Yeah, it's surprising that it works out that way, but they must know something that she's more comfortable hitting in the 8-hole there.
And a baseball comes flying in. Haven't seen that as much in this tournament as we do back at Alumni Park in Ottawa. So Clinton against Stone. Stone with 11 home runs, 57 RBIs. Comes to the plate. First pitch from Clinton, breaking ball, hit to third. Up with it is Retley to first, and Ottawa wins! The Lady Braves have won 3 games in 1 day and are going to the championship series. What an effort by Ottawa today, Matt.
What a gritty performance. Clinton has to be just running on fumes on the mound to continue just to have the mound presence.
Rebecca Clinton gets her 3rd victory of the day, goes all 7 innings for a total of 21. And some emotions here from Oklahoma Wesleyan, but in reality, they are 1 win away. If Tabor wins and beats Ottawa, they move on to the national tournament, but they wanted to make sure there was no doubt.
Exactly. Leave no doubt. Control your own destiny. And an emotional time for the seniors because now they're kind of in a limbo situation.
Well, the Lady Braves and one of their seniors, Kinsey Stevens, who makes the play of the game and didn't even score the game-winning run, gets Ottawa to that next step.
Exactly. It looked like it was a called play where she just kind of wandered off base, tried to draw the throw, executed perfectly, allowed Lacey to score the go-ahead run.
And we're going to bring in head coach Jay Camp right now. Coach, you have done the difficult today. 3 wins in 3 games.
Well, and not on one reason. I mean, we had to grind, but, don't underestimate the heart of a champion. We got girls that, have been through this, maybe not time to go through this quite, but, that have done some special things, and don't ever count us out. I mean, we're going to take our chances tomorrow versus Tabor, who obviously has pitcher of the year and a great team, but hey, we're just happy to be there right now.
Well, Coach, I posed a question to Matt in the start of the bottom of the 6th. I said if we told Coach Kant that the score would be 1-1, and he'd be with a chance to take the lead in the bottom of the 6th, you think you'd take that?
Oh, you know what? I mean, except for the first game we played versus Oklahoma Wesleyan the other night or last night. Yeah, it's been a long week already. All of our games have been, really close over the years. We knew it was going to be a pitching duel. So, our thought was we get to the bottom, late in the game and a tie ball game, we were going to take our chances.
Well, Coach, turn your attention to Madison Bird and Tabor and that tough lineup in the pitching and the defense, the regular season champions. They took 1 of 2 from you in Ottawa. They win the first one, a close one, but then you were able to really break the bats out in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's all about Bird with them. They got some good players with her, but, she's as good of a player, overall player in our conference. Not just a pitcher, but she's one of the better hitters in our conference. And we still got a long way to go. I mean, just because we're sitting there tomorrow doesn't mean that, it gets easier because, we're going to get, like I said, the player of the year or pitcher of the year. She was an All-American last year as a freshman. She'll be ready for us. And even though you have, they've got it wrapped up, they want to win that conference tournament. That makes it even more special. So we know we got a lot of work to do, but, we're going to try to get a good night's sleep, and we're going to take our chances tomorrow.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
As the Braves get the victory 2-1 over Oklahoma Wesleyan and complete the trifecta of 3 wins in 1 day as they make their way all the way out of the loser's bracket and into the championship series where they will have to win 2 from Tabor College. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. You've been listening to Ottawa University Lady Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Todd, Liberty Mutual just saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online to... Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
It's almost summertime. That means time outside, time with family, and time to stop by Walgreens for sun protection, bug spray, healthy snacks, and the trusted summer essentials you need at great values. So you can get in, get out, and get back outside in no time. For every time you go outside, Walgreens has you covered with summer care no matter where. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Now with cards, select Wonderful Pistachios are just $5.99 each, and select Post cereal is $1.88 each. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back as your Lady Braves get the victory over Oklahoma Wesleyan 2-1. And, Matt, it was a mixture of, I don't even know what to call it, just determination, I think, as you're playing your third game. You're playing against a team that already beat you 9-1 in this tournament in 5 innings and run-ruled you. You talked about the heart of a champion there in that interview, but I think it's just a mentality of this program.
No, I think so. I think the girls always believe that they're in a game. And they have the ability, they've shown the ability that when they play a clunker, that they can flush it, forget about it, have short-term memory, forget about it, come right back out and perform.
Well, the recap of tonight's game, Ottawa was trailing after the top of the second as Oklahoma Wesleyan was able to scratch one across. It would take it to the 4th inning before Ottawa would get an RBI single by Aaron Smith to tie the game at 1. Ottawa would then go back and forth with Oklahoma Wesleyan, either team scoring through the 5th inning, and then Oklahoma Wesleyan was left empty in the 6th before Ottawa got the game-winning run in the bottom half of the 6th on we will call it by chance. It might have been, a purpose play, but with Corey Lacey standing on third base after she got a leadoff single and then was moved over on a bunt, and a throwing error got her to third base. She stands on third base. Kinsey Stevens able to get on base with an infield single bunt. Standing on first, Peyton Matika standing in the box, takes a pitch. Kinsey Stevens walks towards second, whether it's on purpose or not, I'm not sure. Gets herself into a pickle, runs herself back to first base, and in the process, Lacey steals home. Yeah, I mean, it was executed perfectly. You couldn't draw it up any better because not only was Stevens safe at first, but the go-ahead and ultimately the winning run scored on the play. So, perfectly executed at the right time there by the Braves. And looking at the championship matchup right now, it shows 1 o'clock tomorrow would be the start of that. We'll try and get you an official time here in just a little bit, and we'll feed that back to KOFO as Ottawa will take on Tabor College. They will have to win 2 games tomorrow to take the KCAC tournament crown away from the Tabor College Lady Blue Jays. For Casey Weeder here and Matt Kincaid, want to thank everyone for listening, and also want to thank Larson Johnson back in the station. Lady Braves win 3 today and have a chance to win the KCAC tournament championship tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this Ottawa University Braves sports broadcast on KOFO. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Giles Construction, and by Leon's in downtown Ottawa, Sutton's Jewelry, Advantage Electric, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, also by Ransom Memorial Hospital, C.S. Cunningham Construction, Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Cosentino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, and by Messenger's Home Furnishings, Arvest Bank, Wise Guys Construction, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, and CarStar. For more information about our next OU Braves sports broadcast, visit our website at KOFO.com and listen daily to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, what are you doing up here on the roof?
I want to tell the world I just met the woman of my dreams. Well, what about you?
I want to tell the world that Liberty Mutual saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
They saved me $782.
Oh, you go first then. $782 really puts finding love into perspective.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
Get a true cinematic experience with the Dell XPS 13, powered by 8th Gen Intel Core processors and featuring new Dell Cinema technology. With Dell Cinema, you'll get incredible color, immersive sound, and smoother streaming, so you can bring all your binge-worthy shows to life. It's everything you love about the big screen, now on your laptop screen. Because if it's made for a cinematic experience, it's made for Dell. Visit Dell.com or call 1-800-BUY-DELL. That's 1-800-BUY-DELL.
Hi, Tom Bodette. Scientists tell us that Earth is overdue for a huge solar flare. Bad news, it'll probably fry our electronics and technology. Good news, we'll all get a spectacular tan. Well, a good place to hunker down for the looming sunpocalypse is Motel 6. You'll get a great low rate on a great room under a roof and save more for other stuff like sunscreen or a nice big hat. Well, I'm Tom Bodette, and we'll leave the light on for you. Or maybe not.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Todd, Liberty Mutual just saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online. Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save